Today, you're going to learn far more than the simple meanings of some very useful English expressions. You're also going to learn how to pronounce them perfectly, as well as hear them being used in real-life examples so that you'll be able to use them yourself. Hi, I'm Steve. Let's do this. To have a gut feeling. And to say this in natural fast English, as usual, we change the a to the schwa sound, the little sound, and then we're going to join it to the have that's in front of it by moving the v sound, which is a consonant sound, to the front of it. So it becomes have. You try, have. Now, it's really common for native speakers not to pronounce the T in words like gut. So we're simply not going to say it. It just becomes g. So have a gut feeling becomes have a gut feeling. Have a gut feeling. You try. And to have a gut feeling is when your instinct tells you something is right without any evidence. It's used like this.
I'm going to my job interview. Wish me luck.
You don't need luck. I have a gut feeling that this job interview is going to go well. Take it with a pinch of salt. And to say this in a fast, natural way, as usual, the first thing we do is we change the A for the schwa sound, the little sound. And we're also going to change the vowel sound in of, the O, to a schwa sound. So it becomes of. We're going to connect the take and the it together by moving the k sound from the end of take to the front of it. So it becomes take it, take it. We'll do the same with the th sound at the end of with to the front of the schwa sound. So it becomes with a. We're also going to join the pinch to the of by moving the ch, the ch sound, to the front of, which is now a schwa, so it becomes pinch of. And salt is a really strong, important word in this sentence, so we're not going to change that at all. So take it with a pinch of salt becomes take it with a pinch of salt. You try. Now, take it with a pinch of salt means not to take something too seriously. To use a really modern expression, it might be fake news. It's used like this. The weather forecast says it's going to rain for the next 2 weeks. You should take that with a pinch of salt. They're often wrong. Be in hot water. And to say this in fast, natural, connected English, first of all, we're going to join the be and the in together, and we do this with a little y sound. Listen carefully. Be in. Be in. You try. Be in. Also, native speakers, when they're talking very fast, often don't pronounce the T on the end of words like get, not, or in this case, hot. So hot becomes just hot. Hot water. You try. Now, some areas of the UK, when they pronounce T's, they use what's called a glottal stop. So hot water would become hot water. And it's done by stopping the T in the throat here. Hot water. However, the easiest thing to do is just don't pronounce it. So it's hot water. You try. Be in hot water. And if you are in hot water, it means you're in a difficult situation. You're in trouble. It's used like this. Why are you leaving so early? If I don't get home soon, I'll be in hot water with the wife. Up in the air. To say this expression in fast, natural, connected English, think of it in two parts. There's the up in and the air. Let's start with up in. And we're going to join these two words together by moving the P, the consonant sound from the end of up, to the front of the vowel sound I at the beginning of in. So it becomes up in, and in one breath, up in. You try. For the next two words, the air, we're going to change how we pronounce the word the to the. This is almost always done in English when the word after the starts with a vowel sound, like it does here, air. So instead of saying the air, we're going to say the air, the air. You try. And the reason we do that is it's just easier to say the air than it is the air. So up in the air has become up in the air. You try. To be up in the air means that a situation or a decision hasn't been made. It's uncertain what's going to happen. It's up in the air. It's used like this.
Have you booked a holiday this year?
No, I'm afraid our plans are still up in the air until we hear back from our travel agent. Hit the nail on the head. And to say this in fast connected English, the first thing to do is change the E in the to the schwa sound. So it becomes the. You try. The. Next, because hit ends in a T and the starts with a T, simply don't pronounce the first one. That's the one at the end of hit. So hit the becomes hit the. In one breath, hit the. You try. Finally, we're going to move the L, the consonant sound at the end of nail, to the front of the vowel sound O at the front of on. So it becomes nailon. In one breath, nailon. So hit the nail on the head has become hit the nail on the head. You try. Now, the English expression to hit the nail on the head means to describe a situation or a problem perfectly. It's used like this.
Why aren't we selling as many cars as last year?
I think the last customer hit the nail on the head when she said they were too expensive. Keep an eye on. And to say this in natural, fast, connected speech, the first thing to do is change the vowel sound in an, the a, to a schwa sound. That's that little sound. So an becomes un. Next, we're going to move the P from the end of keep to the front of that schwa sound. So keep an now becomes keepen. Keepen. In one breath, keepen. You try. Next, we can join the N from the end of an to the front of I. So it becomes keeper nigh. In one breath, keep an eye. Keep an eye. You try. And finally, we're going to do the same with the consonant sound at the end of I. We're going to move it across to the front of the O of on. So it becomes ion. Ion. You try. Ion. So the whole thing has gone from keep an eye on to keep an eye on. Keep an eye on. Say it like it's just one word. Keep an eye on. You try. Now, to keep an eye on means to watch someone or something very closely. Use it like this.
Do you want me to keep an eye on your house while you're away?
That would be great, thanks. Get cold feet. And to say this in a natural, fast way, first, simply don't pronounce the T on the end of get. And we're also not going to pronounce the D on the end of cold. This happens to T's and D's when they have a consonant sound on either side of them. So the D at the end of cold has an L in front of it and an F after it. So it's just not pronounced. So cold feet becomes cold feet. Cold feet. Try that. Cold feet. And the whole thing is get cold feet. Now, if you get cold feet, it means you're nervous or anxious before a big event. It's used like this.
Weren't you supposed to make the speech today?
Yes, but I got cold feet, so I asked someone else to do it. Take your English to the next level by watching this video. Give it a click and I'll see you there.